folks, what's happening? This is DJRockinRob, and I am real excited to bring you the next best thing. That's right, the latest, the greatest. I just heard about it a couple days ago. I figured it out, worked out all the kinks, and I'm here to tell you how to do it. What are we talking about? Well, you guys have lights, right? You guys use lights on your shows? How do you control those lights? Do you use a physical controller, or do you use Show Express? I'm a Show Express kind of guy, right? Got my dongle here. This is the Express 512. And right here we have Show Express 6.27 beta. I've pre-programmed some shows, and there you go. Click of a button, we have our show happening. Now, for you experienced users, this is nothing new. Who cares, right? Why are we listening to this? Well, there's an added feature with this new beta, the 6.27 beta. Here it is. We have control on the phone. That's right. Android, iPhone, iPad, whatever you need, whatever you got, this is going to do it for you. All you got to do is go to your app store and download live_mobile. Now, it's not just that easy. There are some configuration things that you have to do on the computer as well as the phone in order to get it to work, but don't worry, I'm going to take you through it step by step. Here we have Windows XP, and just off screen we have Windows 7. The Windows 7 machine has never been used before. It's a brand new machine. What I mean is, this is not my laptop. I borrowed this specifically for the demonstration, so it's a fresh install. We have to install the software, and we have to poke holes in the firewall. Don't get too carried away. It's okay. But don't worry about it. If you're not a computer genius, you just have to follow these simple, easy steps, and you will be controlling your light show from your phone. Alright, let's talk about the app. Now, I know it's not real easy to see, but once you download it, it's going to look like this. Okay? Right here we have the preferences, the live IP address. This is where you need to input the IP address of the computer. If you don't know where to find that, I'll show you in just a minute. Once you have the IP address of the computer running the software, then you're good to go. And make sure that your live port is set to 7348. Now, that's a default setting, so you shouldn't have to worry about that, but just so you know. Now, once you get that IP information set and everything's good to go on the computer, all you have to do is click Connect to Live. Boom. Now, here are the pages that we have selected inside the live app, or the live program, right? Anything selected in here to view on the app will show up here. Here are our pages. This one is called Changers. Now, when you color your buttons, see, this is Changers as well. Here's the yellow one, here's a green one. This is yellow, and obviously that's black. Well, not all the colors come through. Like, here's a good one. The red, the amber, blue, green. Well, red, amber, blue, green. You know, not all the colors translate. Maybe that's a bug. Here, I was trying to be creative in that I live in Texas, so I kind of made a little Texas flag with my buttons here, but it didn't work out on the app. Darn it. So, don't freak out that the colors don't work. It's okay. I think honestly that you have to use primary colors and not variations thereof. Like, I don't think, yes, it looks blue, but I think it's a shade of blue as opposed to real blue, you know? Red is obviously red, and, you know, whatever. But anyway, the app works very nice. This page that we're looking at here on my phone, I've called Colors. So if I hit the button, then we just see red. Let's go with the green. Right on. Blue? I like the blue. Alright. So that's the app. Now let's talk about how to get the phone to communicate with the computer. Windows XP. In order to get this thing rolling, there's a couple things you need to know. Down here in the bottom right corner, you need to find your IP address. So you right click on where your whether it's wireless or your wired little computer screen down there. Right click on that, go to status. The status window pops up and click on the support tab, and here is your IP information. The IP address of this machine is 192.168.1.106. We input that information into the app. Right here in Preferences, Live IP address. And it's already in there, you can't really see it, but it's 192.168.1.106. Say OK, all done. Now that we have the IP information, we can move on. Find the Windows firewall. If your control panel doesn't look like mine, on the top left, switch to classic view, I think it is, and it'll look exactly like this. So once you find the Windows firewall, double click on that, and here we have. We're looking for exceptions and the control board. The control board is what we're going to add a port for. So we name it whatever you want it to name it. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I chose live, right? Now, the port number 7348. And make sure that it's TCP. Now, a friend of mine very adequately dumbed down the description of TCP. The TCP protocol is actively requesting information. It sends out information and it gets information back, and it verifies it, right? Whereas UDP just sends out the information and hope that it gets received. It's TCP is what you want. So once you put in the port number 7348, you hit OK. Now for me, I've already done this, so we get an error that says it already exists. But for you that you haven't done this, then you're all set. So you click OK and you're done, right? You click OK and you're done. And now we go to Show Express. Alright, now that we got our Show Express open, there's a couple things we need to do. In the settings, under Network, you have to make sure that the live is set to 7348, and do not change the control board or the screen control. That'll only cause you problems, like it did for me. If you do happen to change that, just click the reset and you are good to go, right? Valid settings. All applications must be restarted, no problem. What that means is the control board has a lot of different links to different applications within the Show Express software. So in order for changes to be made, you have to restart the individual application. The control board is just a wealth of links. Now that we have Live open, there's just a couple easy things you have to do. Under the Live button, in Preferences, down here at the bottom, Allow Live Mobile. That checkbox has to be checked. Validate, which is just a fancy way of saying OK. Then, on your pages that you have already created, you have to right click on that, on the page. This one is called Fun. So down at the bottom, make sure to click Visible in Live Mobile. That's great. If this little icon is not highlighted, then that page will not show up in the app. Any page here that you want to show up on your phone, you have to select the Show in Mobile. Aside from that, you're done. It's really easy if you follow the steps. Install the software, set up your shows, set up your live pages, you know, that's a lot of fun. And then open up your firewall in the control board, port number 7348. In the preferences of the live, allow live mobile. Then on the individual pages, show the page in the app. Okay, we're going for a clean install. It just finished installing. We haven't run it yet. This is the first time we're going to run it. Here we go. Screen control is asking, yes, we're going to allow access. And what else? The control board. Yes, allow access. Okay. Now, in the settings, click on network, 7348, good to go. Excellent. Now, live. Under the live button, at the top left, which would normally be file, click preferences. Down at the bottom, allow live mobile, need restart. So we check the box, click validate, then we have to close the live, reopen the live, and now it's asking, firewall has blocked it, allow it, please allow it. Good to go. Now, let's get the IP address information. Open Network and Sharing Center. Right here, wireless network connections. Double click. Details. Here is your IP address, 102. So, in the app, let's go to the live app, preferences, live IP address. 192.168.1.106. Nope, we need to make that 102. So we do there. Now, we haven't gone through the steps in Windows 7 to physically open up the ports. But since we got the security warning asking for access, let's test it to see if it actually worked. So, we have the IP information, so we can close that window, get out of the network sharing, we're back to the live. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm going to add this page, visible in Live Mobile. I'm going to add that page in visible in Live Mobile, and I'll add that one just for the heck of it. So, I have now shared 3 pages with the app. Let's see if it works. Connect to live. It's connecting. Boom! It worked. There we go. Bloop. It is going. Excellent. That was a lot easier than it was last time. The other Windows 7 machine that I used, it didn't work out so easily. What I had to do, and here's where the hard stuff comes in. Okay. In the control panel, change it from category view to icon view. I like the small icons personally. Now, look for the Windows Firewall. Open that up. Advanced Settings. Here we go. We had to create an outbound rule. Here's the inbound. I see the control board there. It is enabled. It is allowed. Ports and protocols. It's a TCP. All ports, good to go, right? Now, the problem I ran into with my other Windows 7 machine was it did not create an outbound rule. So, what I had to do was click New Rule, Want to select a program. Let's do a port, right? Click next. It's a TCP port. We type in the port number. Allow the connection. And call it live. I'm going to use my initial there. Port for live mobile. Finish, and there's our new rule, right? That's what I had to do. That's what you might have to do. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do that. Here's our Show Express 3D viewer. Look at that. This is the demo show that comes with the software, right? So we'll put that off to the side, open up our live, bring this off a little bit. Can we make it smaller? All right. Now I'm going to click 3D and let's do mirror 1. Excellent. Now in the app, live, mirror 1, mirror 3, mirror 2, a little fade there, eh? Mirror 4, interesting. Let's go to the moving heads. Man, I want some moving heads. Well, hey folks, that's all I got for the live mobile app. I hope it's as easy for you as it was for me, and I hope you have as much fun with it as I'm about to have. I can't wait to get this out in the real world and stretch its legs. It's going to be a good time, it's going to be a beautiful time, and I'm real excited. That's why I brought it to you. That's why I'm showing you how to do these things. So, I'd like to send a big thanks to Michael J. Flores. Mike, thank you so much. I really appreciate the idea of hosting the video, and I hope that your subscribers get some really good information out of this. And DJ Bo, man, same goes to you. I really appreciate you hosting the video. I hope that your subscribers get a lot of good information out of this. And viva la revolution, right? Mobile revolution. I love it. I'm proud to be a part of it. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Now, the biggest shout out we have to give is to Chave themselves. With Show Express 6.27 beta and the live mobile app, we are on our way onwards and upwards. The app works great. You know, aside from the cosmetic issue of the colors not translating, who cares? The darn thing works, and that's great. I'm real excited about it. I'm happy about it, and thank you, Chave. I couldn't do it without you. For more questions, comments, and concerns regarding the Show Express software, the app, or any Chave product, check out chavelighting.com or visit the forums, thelightingcontroller.com. The Lighting Controller forums have a link in the Show Express software. All you got to do is click it. It brings you up there. It's a wealth of information. If you have any questions, they're real quick to respond. They keep a close eye on the forum, and there's a ton of great people there. Well, folks, that does it for me. I am DJRockinRob. Stop by my channel, youtube.com/DJRockinRob. I'd be happy to have you stop by. I hope you get some good information. I got lots of videos up there and lots more coming your way. So good luck to you. This is DJRockinRob saying thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you guys later.